You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On tap, San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway.
Come on now, let's go! Check, watch 54, watch 54. Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Pull it together. He's coming, he's coming.
They'll run it with Johnson. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Here's the offensive unit. Max's parents liked him so much they put an extra X on the end.
And they could do that because they saw something before the rest of us. They saw the potential of Max Williams, and it's coming to realization now in the NFL. A really good tight end with a little bit of speed.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 12 carries, 57 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15. At the 14-yard line. This is Johnson, the fullback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he hits Drake. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
Ready. Hey, hold on. 58, come on. Pick me up. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Kill. Short. Hands in. Let's go right here.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Again, Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
Oh, the big fella. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. In for the score. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Jackson on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Got his man, it's Eifert. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. David Onyemata able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. They've been moved, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They lost 7 in a row coming into this ball game, but lo and behold, they have the lead here as this drive begins 1st and 10. Here's Johnson now, the fullback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run with Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point.
I'm coming after you. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Showing up.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. That'll be complete to Breida. 20! And they'll wind up up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up... getting over 30 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Jackson will throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Let's make these shots.
And Jackson throwing once more to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
First down, Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He gets this one to Johnson.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. John Brown. his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 17-14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady go.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Jackson on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7. On the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go!
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun on third down, Murray. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray throwing on second down. It's Williams on the catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting them first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Complete. It's Johnson.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he's taken down inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
4 down.
On 3rd and short, Drake. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch it, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
No. Twist.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up. On the long one, now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Under 10.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones getting him once again, his 3rd. Sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check 49. Slam.
Jackson now. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Onyemata picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over. With excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right 54. Check.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So now the Niners down by 2 touchdowns, 2:19 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
56, check 56. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Now a run with a fullback Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I get the thought process, 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now it's the Niners' turn, trailing by a touchdown. 1:08 to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And now look at him go. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Evans. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After a play like that, it should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. To throw, it's Murray. He finds his man Johnson. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. On on second down and 4. Jackson, this one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the 49ers, they move back over 500 now at 4-3.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at Shorty, she support ride. Living up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rings. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rings. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up.